Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go! Opposite, green!
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Raiders at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Mond out of the shotgun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Shot, 17. Hey, go steal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kellen Mond keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Other side, other side.
Now Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones now on 3rd down. Jones hit and the ball's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Let's go now. Wrong, 10.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Mond. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Mon looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
52. Ready?
Now Mon. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mon going to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell, 61 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Check.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
22 needle. 52 blast.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready, straight.
Here is third down and 4.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now back to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go.
Now a second and 10.
Ultra.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fight 60.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it fourth down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Need old blue. Slide blue.
They're going to look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 4.
Black Ultra. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great. Bama.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
2nd down, here's Mond again. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, that Jones is hit. He lost the football. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll look to throw here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A give left side here for Herbert. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Herbert, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll go again with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Khalil Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Other side, other side.
Jones on 1st and 10. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Herbert powering up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Now Jones on first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down and goal. Jones. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Max Crosby in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time is run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks